Alright guys, we've got everything installed and working perfectly. Wasn't much of a problem. There was a few little questions about some wiring and which way to plug what based on the audio that you have in the stock vehicle. But once we got that solved and out of the way, everything's working perfectly. We've got our main boot up screen. If you saw in the clip before, you can customize the backgrounds on the boot screen and everything on this. I'll show you how you can go in the settings in just a second, and you can customize basically everything on here. It is Android operating system, so you have a lot of control over all that stuff. And so on the home screen, as we have it configured now, you've got your navigation that you can go to, your date and time. Your music is set up down here at the bottom. This one, of course, again, deletes the factory AC controls, and it's all now electronic or digitized on the screen. So if we click climate, now you have all of your stuff. Of course, the vehicle's off right now, so it's not running, but you can change all of your AC controls, heaters, everything, your fan speeds, what mode it's in. It'll automatically go off for you, so it's not in the way of your main screen. Or you can hit the button over here and it'll drop back down. So everything's right at your fingertips now on the screen. And then you can adjust that. You've got your phone link here for your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, so you can do either one, wireless or wired. We have ours configured for wired right now, just because of the way we've got our stuff set up for charging and everything else in this particular vehicle. But you can do both. You've got your music, your Bluetooth, calling, hands-free, everything, microphone, your radio, video, navigation, all that good stuff. And you can scroll over. You've got your web browsers in here. This radio is Sirius XM radio ready, so satellite radio. So you can purchase the add-on module and also have satellite radio in here as well. Your settings, apps, EQ, so you can adjust everything, file manager. So you can upload your own files to this. It has internal storage, so if you want to set your own, startup wallpapers, your own MP3 music files, whatever you want to do, you can trigger your cameras here. And then you have tons of other custom app slots that you can adjust on here. Whoops, I jumped right into it. And let's go back to home because I didn't mean to click on that. And then, so you can come in here and set all of your different customizations for what apps you want on here. And then there's your AC controls again, and you can jump right back to where you started. But yeah, so if we... let's see, if we jump into music, you can customize the theme of this with many preloaded themes on here, but it'll jump in here. We've got it paused right now, but you can swipe up on here and you can see all of your Android apps on the screen. So you can adjust the clock, your contacts, all your different stuff in here, your HD video players, just tons of features on here. And you can set any of these down here at the bottom if you want to, but we can go right into music player and it's going to jump right into playing some YouTube copyright cleared music for us. And we can jump back in there a little bit, but you can adjust all of this as well too. So let me turn it down just a little bit. So you can adjust your DSP settings in here. Whoops, if I could click on it correctly. There we go. So it's got all these different predefined ones and you can customize them yourself however you want to in here, but very, very slick and easy to use. And then you can just pause it again and you can jump back into whatever you need to. So if we jump over to the radio, it's going to automatically go to the settings and stations and everything, AM, FM, stereo, everything, all your stuff is on here, different sources and whatnot. And so you can also go back to the previous screen if you wanted to, or jump back to the radio, and everything's pretty easy to deal with. And you can jump to different frequencies and set all your favorite ones on there if you want to. And then hit your home button again and you're right back to where you started off. So real easy to do. You can adjust the brightness, what modes you've got it in, your EQs, all that stuff up here. You can click on the different let's see. Yeah, there you go. So you can click on, just like on a phone or whatever, and you can close these out and go back and swipe these and clean everything up. Really easy for you if you want to kind of keep everything running nice and neat. And then, like I said, you can come over here to the settings and you can set up your phone, all of your date and time, general, language, power, all that good stuff here. And then you've got your audio settings, so you can adjust all of your main volumes and whatnot. You've got your video settings, so you can use all of those different camera inputs and HDMI inputs that come in the kit to set up your own stuff. Your user settings in here, so here's where you can set your themes, your homepage background, source, boot logo, boot animation, so you can really kind of customize this thing to do exactly what you want to. And then, of course, all your system settings, your GPS, network, wireless, all that different stuff is in here as well. And so, and I mean, anything you could possibly want, and then we'll hit home and you're right back to where you started again. So we'll hook up Android Auto real quick just so you can get a quick peek of that. But yeah, it's working perfectly. Sounds great. It's got plenty of volume. It's got all the preamp outputs. If you have an aftermarket stereo system with amps and speakers and everything, you can run that off of here with no problem as well. So yeah, super top notch. AC controls are working just fine. No problems there at all. It's a little weird now being without those manual knobs and adjustments. So if that's not your thing, if you really want to have those AC controls, this might not be the perfect setup for you. But if you don't mind everything being digital and on the screen and all of that for you, oh, that was the wrong button. Let's get out of that and go back to climate. There we go. Yeah, so super easy to use, and it's all right there. But if you're not a fan of it being on the screen and controlled by the radio, might not be the perfect setup. But if you don't care about that, you want the larger screen with all this square footage on it, and really look like a new upgraded vehicle with all these features, you know, this would be perfect for you. All right, so here we are again. We've got our phone plugged up to the Android Auto Apple CarPlay USB input for the radio itself. Again, you can do it wirelessly, but we just chose to do it wired for simplicity's sake for our setup and what we're using it for. But you can click on the phone link, and it's going to jump right over there to it. And then, of course, you can hit on the apps and everything, and now you've got all of your phone apps and everything right off your phone and how it works. I'm going to blur out the map just for location privacy and information for where we are, but otherwise, all of your stuff is right there, and your Google Music and everything is on there as well. You can play it, and of course, all your phone settings and phone calls, hand-free, and everything works flawlessly right through the system. So pretty nice setup and easy to use.